Montana judge just sided with that group of young environmental activists. Well spoken. Now, one of the plaintiffs was 5 years old. Gee, I wonder if her parents put them up to that, maybe? Now, they claim the state infringed on their constitutional right to a clean and healthful environment by promoting the use of fossil fuels. I didn't see that in the Constitution. Now, the judge found that the state's emissions have been proven to be a substantial factor in affecting the climate. Now, of course, this Montana case is going to face a pretty big appeal all the way to the state Supreme Court. The Montana AG's office called the ruling absurd, saying that Montanans cannot be blamed for changing the climate. Joining me now is Alex Epstein, who is the energy expert and founder at the Center for Industrial Progress. Alex, people, I think that celebrate these types of, maybe momentary wins, they don't think about the repercussions for business in the state. How dangerous would this ruling be if upheld?
It's really dangerous. We already have a terrible problem in this country of projects being stopped for, quote, climate considerations. So right now, if you want to approve a pipeline, if you want to approve drilling, if you want to approve anything, you can be stopped because the government thinks that any project that emits CO2 should be stopped if they wanted to, because it somehow contributes to climate change. But everything emits CO2. So it's just really, I'm not exaggerating. It's a reign of terror over business already. And this case just makes it even worse because it just means the government can shut down whatever they want if they say climate change.
Well, this is kind of the roadmap, is it not? The playbook of the Soros-type globalists who know they can't win in the court of public opinion in state legislatures. They're not going to win this type of stuff. So they go to liberal judges, they go to courts, and they try to change the country via litigation. So that's really what this is about, is it not?
I would say, there's this front of trying to do it through judges, and there's also the front of trying to do it through ESG and through corporations. And I think people really need to know how damaging this is. And what we really need is more places like Montana saying, hey, do not have climate considerations in anything. This is a global issue. You cannot stop individual projects because of a global issue. And if you care about human life, what you want is more energy for more people. The world has way too little energy. We have 3 billion people using less electricity than a typical U.S. refrigerator. So this whole thing is wrongheaded. And I'm glad Montana's fighting. And it's really embarrassing that a bunch of kids are being put in front of this to destroy American industry.
Well, what does John Tester think about all of this? He keeps claiming he's kind of a reasonable Democrat. Has he been leading the charge against this?
I'm not sure about his role. It's just this anti-fossil fuel movement is so opportunistic. They just go after things on every front they can. And that's why I think it's important to have an overall really positive case for fossil fuels, which is what I try to do in my work, including my book, Fossil Future.
All right, Alex, thank you. Now, you're not going to believe what the